In a peaceful Zen monastery lived a young monk named Takeshi. He was deeply committed to his spiritual practice and pursued the path of enlightenment with utmost devotion. Under the guidance of his compassionate teacher, Master Ren, Takeshi continued to deepen his understanding of Zen teachings. One day, Takeshi approached Master Ren with a troubled face and a heavy heart. Takeshi admitted, "Master, I struggle with desires that interfere with my inner peace. Among them are masturbation and self-pleasure." Master Ren listened intently, his calm eyes filled with understanding. "Ah, Takeshi," he replied, "the journey to enlightenment is a journey of self-awareness and discipline. Desires are natural, but they can be like a turbulent river that clouds the clarity of the mind." Takeshi nodded, his inner turmoil gradually subsiding under the master's gentle words. "How can I overcome this attachment, Master? I wish to break free from its grip," Takeshi asked sincerely. Master Ren smiled, "To overcome desires, we must first know their causes. I will tell you 5 ways that if you do it, you will not masturbate again. 1. You should stop watching vulgar movies and inappropriate photos, because it is one of the main factors in stimulating sexual instincts. 2. Try to always be active, exercise, read books and fill your free time with good hobbies. 3. Always be with your friends and participate in group gatherings, and never be alone, because evil temptations will come to you. 4. This instinct is one of the most important human needs that God has placed in men, and the best way to control it is to get married. I suggest you get married as soon as possible." He continued, "Like persistent raindrops that eventually make a path on a rock, persistent self-discipline paves the way to inner strength and liberation. As we let go of attachment to desires, we gain self-mastery." Takeshi had a new sense of determination and purpose. From that day forward, he embarked on a journey of self-discipline and mindfulness. Whenever Satan's temptation came to him, he engaged himself in good deeds such as sports, study, games, and meditation. And he would immediately come out of loneliness and talk with his friends and spend time. After a year, Takeshi married a beautiful girl and reached complete inner peace. One evening, as Takeshi was gazing at the moon shining its reflection on the monastery pond, Master Ren approached him. "Taksher, I see the light of peace in your eyes," he said with a smile. Takeshi bowed respectfully and thanked him. "Master Ren, it is your wisdom and guidance that has illuminated my path. I have learned that true liberation lies in embracing the simplicity of the present moment." Master Ren gently placed a hand on Takeshi's shoulder. "Truly, my dear student, enlightenment is not to deny our humanity, but to transcend the limits of desire. Remember that the path of wisdom is the path of self-knowledge and the cultivation of inner strength." In a serene temple nestled deep within the mountains, there lived a wise Zen master named Haruki. He was known for his profound teachings on inner peace and harmony. Many seekers traveled from afar seeking his guidance, and one day, a weary traveler named Kira arrived at the temple seeking solace. Kira had been plagued by sleepless nights and restless thoughts. She sought the wisdom of Zen master Haruki, hoping to find a way to sleep well and regain a sense of inner calm. Upon meeting the Zen master, Kira expressed her struggles with sleep and the burden of her racing thoughts. Haruki smiled warmly, understanding the weight that a restless mind could bring. "Ah, Kira, the path to restful sleep lies in finding peace within," said Haruki. "When the mind is turbulent, sleep eludes us. To sleep well, we must learn to embrace tranquility and let go of the attachments that keep us awake." Perplexed, Kira asked, "Master Haruki, how can I find tranquility amidst the chaos of my thoughts?" Haruki replied, "Tranquility is not about suppressing thoughts, but rather observing them without judgment. Like watching clouds passing by in the vast sky, let your thoughts come and go without clinging to them." He continued, "When you lie down to rest, focus on your breath, and allow yourself to become fully present in each inhalation and exhalation. Let go of worries about the past and fears of the future. Be anchored in the present moment. Kira listened intently, eager to put Haruki's teachings into practice. That night, as she lay down to sleep, she followed the master's guidance. Breathing deeply, she embraced the present moment, letting go of her restless thoughts. As she surrendered to the present, her mind gradually calmed. The burden of worries lifted, and a sense of peace washed over her. In this newfound tranquility, Kira found herself drifting into a deep and restful slumber. The following morning, she awakened feeling refreshed and renewed. Kira returned to the Zen master, filled with gratitude. Master Haruki, your wisdom has brought me a night of peaceful sleep. How can I ever repay you? Haruki smiled and said, the gift of peaceful sleep comes from within. Remember, tranquility is always accessible to you, even amidst life's challenges. Practice being present in each moment, and the peace you seek will remain with you always. With these words, Kira understood that the key to sleeping well was not in seeking external solutions but in embracing the serenity within. From that day forward, she continued her journey with renewed purpose, knowing that the path to inner peace and restful sleep lay in the simplicity of being present in each moment. In a serene temple nestled amidst ancient trees, a Zen master named Takashi resided. Takashi was known for his gentle demeanor and thoughtful words. One day, a wanderer named Koji arrived seeking respite and guidance. Koji carried a heavy heart burdened by sorrows. Sensing Koji's need, Takashi offered him shelter and tea. As they sat beneath the temple's tranquil shade, Koji began to share his troubles. Takashi listened with empathy, his eyes reflecting deep understanding. Koji recounted the pain caused by harsh words spoken by others. Words can be like arrows, he sighed. They pierce the heart, leaving wounds that take time to heal. Takashi nodded, his expression somber. Indeed, words hold great power, he said. There are 7 sentences that can break the heart, leaving scars that linger. He shared these 7 sentences. 1. I do not believe and trust you. These words can shatter one's self-worth and aspirations. 2. You are so ugly. Saying these words breaks a person's heart. 3. I have never seen anything good from you. Such words can magnify the feeling of failure and humiliation. Maybe he did good but you forgot. 4. You have become very old. These words break the heart and make him older. 5. You always disappoint me. These words breed a sense of constant inadequacy. 6. I regret ever knowing you. These words scar the heart with abandonment and rejection. 7. You will never succeed. This sentence extinguishes the spark of hope. Takashi gently placed his hand on Koji's shoulder. Just as a pebble thrown into a pond creates ripples, he said, our words create echoes in the hearts of others. Let us choose words that heal, uplift, and nurture. Koji absorbed Takashi's wisdom. From that day forward, he vowed to wield his words with care, understanding the weight they carried. As he continued his journey, he carried the lesson of mindful speech, forever changed by the monk's teachings. In the tranquil gardens of a Zen monastery, the young disciple Koji approached Taojin, eager to learn the deeper teachings. Koji asked, Master, what are the things we should never tell anyone? Taojin looked at Koji with his calm, knowing gaze. He replied, Koji, the path of wisdom includes knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. There are 7 things that you should never share with others unless it is absolutely necessary. The first thing, Taojin began, is your deepest regrets. Keep them to yourself and transform them into lessons for personal growth. The second thing is your good deeds, Taojin continued. True virtue is its own reward. Sharing your good deeds may lead to pride, diminishing their purity. The third thing is your spiritual practices. Sharing them may lead to seeking praise rather than enlightenment. The fourth thing is your inner struggles. While seeking guidance is beneficial, some battles are best fought within. The fifth thing is your goals and aspirations. Let them bloom in silence, like a seed sprouting underground. The sixth thing is your wealth. Revealing your riches can attract envy and alter relationships. The seventh and final thing, Tao Jin concluded, is the kindness you show to others. True compassion requires no recognition. As Koji continued his journey as a disciple under Tao Jin's guidance, he carried these teachings within him. He learned the art of discernment, knowing when to share and when to keep silent. With each passing day, Koji cultivated a deeper sense of wisdom, embodying the lessons imparted by his master. In this Zen story, we learn that there are 7 things best kept within the chambers of our hearts: regrets, good deeds, spiritual practices, inner struggles, goals, wealth, and the kindness we extend. Through Tao Jin's teachings, Koji embraced the delicate balance between openness and privacy, recognizing that the path to wisdom is paved with the intention of our words and the depth of our silence. In a secluded monastery nestled within the mountains, lived a revered Zen master named Sashin. His wisdom was renowned far and wide, and seekers of truth traveled from distant lands to learn from him. One day, a curious student named Koji arrived at the monastery, eager to absorb the master's teachings. Koji had heard about Sashin's emphasis on the power of silence and was intrigued to learn more. As Koji approached Sashin, the master welcomed him with a serene smile. Koji bowed respectfully and said, "Master, I have come to learn the wisdom of silence. Please guide me on when to remain silent." Sashin looked at Koji and replied, "Silence is a treasure, Koji, but it must be used judiciously. There are 5 situations in which remaining silent holds great wisdom." Koji's eyes sparkled with anticipation. The first situation, Sashin began, is when your words may harm others. Before speaking, consider whether your words will bring benefit or cause pain. If your words have the potential to hurt, silence is the wiser choice. The second situation, Sashin continued, is when your words are unnecessary. Often, silence can convey more than words ever could. Embrace the beauty of simplicity and let your actions speak for themselves. The third situation is when your mind is clouded by anger. In the heat of anger, words can be like flames, scorching everything in their path. Embrace silence until your mind regains clarity. The fourth situation is when you are unsure of the truth. Speaking without knowing the full truth can lead to misunderstandings. In such moments, remain silent until you've sought clarity. The fifth situation, Sashin concluded, is when you are in the presence of nature's grandeur. In the embrace of a starlit sky, a blooming flower, or a serene landscape, silence is a reverential response to the beauty that surrounds us. Koji's heart swelled with appreciation for the wisdom that Sashin shared. "Remember, Koji," Sashin said, "silence is not merely the absence of words, it is a profound state of being. By practicing silence in these 5 situations, you cultivate mindfulness, empathy, and a deeper connection with the world around you." With deep gratitude, Koji bowed to Sashin, understanding that the true power of silence lay not in its absence, but in its purposeful presence. As he continued his journey, he carried Sashin's teachings in his heart, learning to embrace the eloquence of silence in the moments that truly mattered. In the tranquil gardens of a Zen monastery, nestled amidst lush foliage and serenity, lived a young monk named Koji. Koji was known for his unwavering courage and his ability to face his fears head-on. One morning, as the sun bathed the garden in golden light, Koji was approached by a fellow monk, Hiro. Koji, Hiro inquired, how do you manage to be so fearless? I find myself held back by my fears. Koji smiled gently and beckoned Hiro to join him on a stone bench. Fear is like a shadow, Hiro, he began. It follows us until we learn to face it. Let me share with you 5 exercises that have helped me overcome my own fears. 1. The breath of stillness. Koji closed his eyes, taking a deep breath. In the face of fear, take a moment to still your mind. Breathe deeply and find the calm within. When the mind is steady, fear loses its grip. 2. The dance of acceptance. Acknowledge your fear, Hiro, Koji advised. Don't deny it or push it away. Instead, dance with it. Embrace it as a part of you. When you accept fear's presence, it loses its power to consume you. 3. The pebble of gratitude. Koji picked up a smooth pebble from the garden path. Hold this pebble, he instructed. Feel its weight in your hand. Now, think of something you're grateful for. Gratitude dispels fear by reminding us of the blessings that surround us. 4. The path of action. To conquer fear, take action, Koji said. Fear often thrives in inaction. When you face your fears with purposeful steps, you reclaim your strength. Each step forward weakens fear's hold. 5. The mirror of compassion. Koji gazed at the pond's tranquil surface. Remember, Hiro, that others face their fears too. As you offer compassion to others in their moments of fear, you cultivate compassion within yourself. In nurturing kindness, fear's power diminishes. Hiro listened intently, absorbing Koji's wisdom. As they sat in the peaceful garden, Hiro felt a newfound sense of empowerment and clarity. Courage, Koji concluded, is not the absence of fear, but the ability to navigate its waters with grace. Embrace these exercises, and you'll find the strength to overcome fear's grip. With gratitude, Hiro bowed to Koji. Inspired by his teachings, Hiro embarked on a journey of self-discovery and courage, determined to conquer their own fears using the exercises shared by Koji. In a distant temple, nestled amidst lush forests, lived a dedicated Zen master named Takashi. One day, a young man named Koji arrived at the temple seeking guidance to overcome his deep-seated laziness. Impressed by Koji's sincerity, Master Takashi agreed to help him on his journey. Master Takashi led Koji to a serene garden, its beauty mesmerizing. As they strolled, the master spoke, Koji, I will share with you 7 teachings, each a way to vanquish laziness. As you embrace these teachings, you will discover the strength within you to overcome this obstacle. 1. Awakening intention. Master Takashi stopped by a blooming cherry blossom tree. Koji, just as the blossoms awaken to greet the new day, set a clear intention each morning. Visualize your tasks and purpose, igniting your spirit to take action. 2. Dividing tasks. Approaching a bamboo grove, Master Takashi plucked a bamboo shoot. Koji, cut large tasks into smaller segments. Tackle each segment with focused attention, and you'll find the burden of laziness lessened. 3. Mindful beginnings. As they reached a tranquil pond, Master Takashi pointed to the ripples caused by a skipping stone. Koji, begin each task mindfully. Like the stone's impact on the water, your focused beginning will create ripples of diligence throughout. 4. Stillness in motion. They walked to a flowing stream, its waters serene. Koji, find stillness within motion. Work steadily, yet maintain inner calm. Let your actions flow without resistance, and you'll transcend laziness. 5. Embracing imperfection. Approaching a bonsai tree, Master Takashi smiled. Koji, perfection is an illusion. Embrace imperfections in your work, for it is through imperfection that growth flourishes. Let go of fear and laziness will wane. 6. Harmony of rhythm. They paused near a group of meditating monks. Koji, establish a rhythm in your tasks. Just as monks chant in harmony, find a balanced cadence that guides you. Consistency will dispel the shadows of laziness. 7. Reflective gratitude. Finally, they sat beneath a majestic oak tree. Koji, before day's end, reflect on your efforts. Acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small. Gratitude fuels determination and extinguishes laziness. Koji listened intently, absorbing each teaching like drops of morning dew. He felt a renewed sense of purpose, as if the teachings resonated with a deeper truth within him. Over time, Koji incorporated these teachings into his life. With each passing day, he felt the grip of laziness loosening. His days transformed into a tapestry of diligence and purpose. Master Takashi's wisdom had ignited a fire within him, propelling Koji to newfound heights of productivity and self-discovery. In a quiet Zen monastery, a young monk named Koji was troubled by questions about the nature of God. He approached his wise master, Takashi, seeking clarity. Takashi, Koji asked, does God truly exist? Takashi smiled warmly and motioned for Koji to follow him. They sat to a serene garden adorned with beautiful flowers and a serene pond. There was a cup there, Master Takashi said. This cup was made automatically this morning. Koji laughed and did not believe. Then the master said, you don't believe that a cup was made without a creator, but you want to say that this world with this big and system came into existence by itself. Koji thought a little and said, how can I see God? Look at this garden, Koji, Takashi said. Observe the vibrant flowers, the tranquil pond, and the gentle breeze that rustles the leaves. Do you see God in this garden? Koji looked around, puzzled. No, Takashi. I don't see God here. Takashi smiled. Koji, you've answered your own question. God, much like the wind that stirs the leaves and the beauty of this garden, is not body or something you can grasp with your hands or see with your eyes. It is the essence that permeates all things. Rather, God must be understood and seen with the eyes of the heart. Koji looked thoughtful. Why God is not a body? Takashi answered, because if God be a body, he will need space and time. But God does not need anything. God himself is the creator of space and time are meaningless to God. Koji asked again. But how can I understand this essence? Takashi answered. Close your eyes. Koji closed his eyes. Takashi asked him, am I here now or not? Koji answered. Of course you are here. Takashi replied. Even though you don't see me, you understand me and I exist. God should also be understood in this way. And so, Koji began his journey of mindfulness and inner exploration, guided by Takashi's wisdom. He learned that the concept of God was not limited to religious dogma but could also be found in the interconnectedness and beauty of the world around him, experienced through a heart open to wonder and understanding. In a serene temple atop a mist-covered mountain, there lived a renowned Zen master named Koji. His wisdom was sought by many who traveled from distant lands to seek his guidance. One day, a troubled traveler named Sakura arrived at the temple, her face burdened by the weight of a toxic relationship that had left her wounded. Sakura approached Master Koji with a respectful bow. Master Koji, I find myself entangled in a toxic relationship that drains my energy and peace. How can I liberate myself from this cycle of negativity? Master Koji studied Sakura with compassionate eyes. Ah, Sakura, the path to liberation from toxic bonds is one of both inner strength and compassionate understanding. Sakura listened intently, eager to learn from the wise master. Imagine that toxic energy is like a heavy storm cloud, Master Koji began. If you hold on to it, it will obscure your clarity and darken your perspective. However, if you learn to let go, the storm will pass and the sky will clear. Sakura nodded, absorbing Master Koji's metaphor. Begin by turning your gaze inward, Master Koji advised. Reflect on how this toxic relationship has affected you. Notice the thoughts and emotions it stirs within you without judgment. Sakura took a deep breath, realizing the importance of self-awareness. Master Koji continued, once you've recognized the impact, imagine a stream of clear water flowing through you. As you breathe, visualize this stream washing away the residues of negativity, leaving you refreshed and renewed. Sakura closed her eyes, allowing the visualization to take hold. Now, Master Koji said, consider the other person involved. Understand that their toxic behavior is often a reflection of their own suffering and unresolved pain. In a way, they are prisoners of their own negativity. Sakura's heart softened as she contemplated this perspective. Master Koji smiled gently. Compassion does not mean condoning their behavior, but rather recognizing their humanity. Just as you seek liberation, they too are on their own path of healing. As Sakura spent time at the temple, she practiced Master Koji's teachings diligently. With each mindful breath, she released the grip of toxic energy, replacing it with clarity and peace. And with each compassionate thought, she found it easier to view the other person with empathy rather than resentment. One day, Sakura returned to Master Koji with a sense of lightness in her heart. Master Koji, your teachings have set me free from the toxicity that once bound me. I've learned that in letting go and cultivating compassion, I've found true liberation. Master Koji's eyes gleamed with satisfaction. Sakura, you've embraced the essence of Zen wisdom. Remember that true liberation lies not in escaping the external, but in finding freedom within. As Sakura continued her journey, she carried Master Koji's teachings with her. By embracing mindfulness and compassion, Sakura discovered that the key to breaking free from toxic relationships was in nurturing her own inner strength and understanding the human struggles that often fuel negativity. In a serene and ancient temple, hidden amidst the tranquility of nature, lived the revered Zen master, Koji. People from near and far sought his guidance in their quest for understanding and enlightenment. One sunlit morning, a group of earnest disciples gathered around Koji, their eyes filled with curiosity and respect. Master Koji, one of the disciples inquired, could you impart to us the wisdom of recognizing the types of people who may hinder our path to enlightenment? Koji's gentle smile conveyed his readiness to share his insights. Of course, my dear disciples. Let me illuminate the way by showing you the 5 types of people whose company you should be mindful to avoid. 1. The gossiper. Sitting under the shade of a blossoming cherry tree, Koji began his teachings. Beware the one who revels in the spreading of rumors and idle talk. Such a person leads the mind astray, diverting us from the serene focus of the present moment. 2. The doubter. Doubt is a veil that obscures the light of understanding, Koji continued. Avoid those who question everything without a foundation of sincere inquiry. While healthy skepticism can be enlightening, constant doubt fragments our perception and hinders true growth. 3. The envious heart. Envy is a thorn that wounds the heart, Koji cautioned. Steer clear of those who harbor jealousy and bitterness towards the achievements of others. Such feelings shroud the unity of existence in a fog of negative emotions. 4. The egoic seeker. The seeker driven by ego seeks to flaunt wisdom like a prized possession, Koji explained. Avoid those who prioritize accolades and recognition over genuine self-discovery. True growth necessitates humility and detachment from the trappings of the ego. 5. The clinging mind. Lastly, Koji concluded, beware the person who clings fervently to material possessions, relationships, and transient experiences. Attachment imprisons the spirit in the transient world, preventing us from experiencing the freedom that comes with letting go. The disciple sat in quiet contemplation, absorbing Koji's profound teachings like drops of morning dew being absorbed by the earth. Remember, Koji's voice was a calm river of guidance. Our journey isn't solely about accumulation but about releasing. By avoiding these 5 types of people, we create a sacred space for growth and inner transformation.